Yo, welcome back, guys. I'm here today with my brother, as always, and our good friend James. Medic's
Hi.
still just chilling in the chat.
Yeah. Hey.
But anyways, I wanted to read to you. We're playing Five Nights at Freddy's map, which we've done before, but we're playing. This one is by Deadshot MP4. Now, I wanted to read to you something in the description of the map that this guy just totally takes a shit on buyable endings, just shit talks buyable endings. So this is what the guy says. He said, a buyable ending does exist for those of you out there who love spending money to kill yourself.
What I bought a gun for?
Okay.
Relatable.
Did you buy a gun? You can do that in California.
No. Nah.
Yeah, actually you can buy a gun in
I
California.
mean,
know,
you
it was a
can.
joke.
It's very hard to buy
it
a
was a-
gun in California.
That
'cause
was
you have
the
to
joke.
Go through.
Well, I mean, it depends on what kind of gun. I think certain pistols are pretty easy to buy.
Pistols are usually the harder ones.
Oh, maybe it's
Really?
not pistols. Maybe it's like
Because
bolt
pistols need
action
to be
rifles.
21 in most states.
All I have
Maybe
to
Whereas
bolt
say
rifles and
about
shotguns.
all I have to say about any of that is the Second Amendment says the right to bear arms shall not be infringed.
Yeah. And you know why? You know why
yeah,
the
I
government
guess.
infringes it? You know why? You know why the government infringes their right to bear arms?
'Cause they're
Because they don't
scared.
want us to be armed when they do something stupid.
Okay. Well, anyways, changing topic.
can get on board with
If
that.
this has jump scares like the other Five Nights at Freddy's maps, it's gonna get me really bad because I suck with jump scares.
You just didn't hear that, but Jason just literally shit his pants.
I
Oh,
did
my
not,
jump scare.
though.
Literally just shit himself. I
Not
just
even.
Go on a
sit there and
Friday
watch.
night with the fuck.
What did you?
What is this?
Just a picture of his leave school on a Friday night, and then it's one of the animatronics crawling through the vents.
That spring trap from FNAF 3.
If you haven't broken your school after hours, you're missing out on life.
I never
It's a
have.
whole other
Oh,
environment.
I'm missing out on life.
I have.
It's a whole other environment.
I've
It's
been at my school after hours when they had like events. That were
No, no,
after
no, no, no. He
hours.
didn't say
No, this is
been at
different.
your school after hours. He said broken into your school after
All
hours.
right, so there's a couple stories about this, right? And I
Hey,
could
James, you
theoretically
gonna
still
buy
get in
the
trouble
first
for
door?
this. No, I don't.
You have almost enough. Come on, you got this.
Just don't say
don't.
what school it was, and then no one will ever know.
You have.
So I don't have
piece
enough.
of shit.
I don't know what you're talking about. So basically, my school, it was different buildings, right? It was separate buildings. It was kind of a large campus almost, but it was different buildings for like different topics. It was a small school. There were less than like 1,000 students at any given time. Like very
Okay.
like under 800. Very small school compared to like a lot of U.S. schools. And me and my friend, we'll call him Brick. That is not his real name. That's the nickname we're giving him for the story. We would climb on the roofs. We would parkour on the roofs of the building for fun. It was a good time. We'd go up there. We would chill and hang out. Get away from my window, you piece of shit!
I just
I'm gonna come in your mother.
I just opened the door. I think I get a right to fuck with
You
your
have the right to
window.
suck my cock.
I was gonna let you guys go through the open door first, just in case there was a jump scare, but I guess I got to go through it first.
Anyway, we would climb on all the buildings were climbable on. So there's the cafeteria, there was the science building, the math building, then the main building, and the auditorium. Okay. So the first building we ever climbed on was the cafeteria. Okay, it was the easiest one. You just go to the back. There was like vents and AC units, and you just climb on the back of the whole thing. It was really easy, right? And
Okay.
we built snowmen on that roof. It was really cool. There was kind of like a skylight thing almost. And one time we put a troll face on the window looking down on all the students. It was a whole thing. Everybody loved it. Everyone knew it was us, but they didn't know it was us for sure. They just knew, you know, like that's the type of thing those guys would do. We built snowmen. We put a couch up there once. It was a whole thing. Don't know why. We just did. And so like I was saying, we decided one day we wanted to break into the cafeteria because we saw one of the windows in the skylight was open. So like we can rappel down. We'll get some rope and rappel down. It was gonna be awesome. I was gonna buy that, but you got it. Awesome, cool. What is this?
I haven't
We're gonna
found
say
any more door or any
Hold
more
on.
windows.
We were gonna rappel down, right? Ooh, a gun. I'll buy this. The grease gun. We're gonna rappel down. So we rappelled him down, and then he just opened the $61,987 to leave the school or leave whatever it is. This is the school.
This is definitely a school.
Anyway, sorry, let me finish. So we repel Nick down, or Brick down. Okay, fuck.
It's okay.
Illusion's been ruined.
Down. Look, I suck. Whatever.
Well, people don't
his
know
name
who
is
Nick
whatever.
is.
Nobody knows who the fuck Nick is.
we'll forget.
Anyway, we repel him down, and then we had a bit of an issue, and I wasn't able to repel down. The issue was I was fucking scared. I never admitted that before, but fuck it, I don't give a fuck.
I like the honesty.
So he just went down and opened. It was one of those doors that was pushable on one side, you know, like I had the push thing, spring lever,
Yeah.
spring door, and he opened that and we went in. We chilled. It was a whole thing. Not that time, but one time we went in there, me and another friend, and we found this is totally random. Okay, don't know how this happened. When the school closes, okay, for the day, they fold up the tables because they're like they're foldable up ones. And they put them away. For some reason, there was one table unfolded. This is like 2 a.m., okay, with a fully unopened box of Oreos and a half-drunk can of Fanta. We just found that in there. It was really weird. We looked around, nobody was there.
Having a snack.
We were just there, so we took the Oreos and we left.
You stole some janitor's Oreos, dude.
Yeah, we did.
Shit,
I feel
man,
bad
not-
about it
not
still.
just-
But what we found out,
bad,
right,
dude.
is that the doors to the cafeteria, they may be locked, but if you just pull kind of hard, it opens. And then we found out that happens in the main building as well. The main building was the only 2-story building, okay? So there's 2 stories. It was very large. We've never climbed to that one up to this point, but we had later on. So we decided one day, Nick and I, we're gonna break into the main building and then have microwave dinners at one of our teachers' classrooms.
Okay.
We don't know why. It was just something he came up with. I'm like, fuck it, let's do it.
Sounds like
The
the
teacher's
life.
name was Dr. Price. It was a whole thing. So we go and we get some Hungry Man dinners from the grocery store, okay? And we go in, we break in, right? And let me tell you, the school at night, fucking terrifying. We don't know why,
Oh, yeah.
but like it was so
Always.
quiet and just spooky, right?
Yeah.
So we were kind of spooked. But we went in there, we had our microwave dinners, the whole thing. So and that was one of the other time we broke into school. The time we went
Oh,
on
no,
the main
I got
building though.
stuck.
Oops, you died. We'll get you when the round is when it's safe. To
Whoopsie,
get on the main
someone
building though, you
died.
had to climb up. You actually had to like climb up the drainage pipes, and that was really cool. So we climbed up the drainage pipes to get to the second floor. It was that was an adventure. But back to the story I was telling. The same night that we broke into the school, someone else broke in as well. The exact same night. It was kind of like eerie how that happened. We didn't know about it then, but what they did was they went to the vice principal's office and they drew a giant penis on her door in spray paint.
Dude,
So
they
when
got
Nick and I found out the next day that happened, we're like, "Did you do that?" No, never. That's vandalism. We would never do that. What?
Dude, they got stuck on the fucking doorway in the office. There was a bunch of them just stuck there. Wow, we haven't found power yet. And I didn't even see the exit. I know you said there was an exit.
Yeah, it's somewhere. Oh,
Oh.
another story. So the auditorium, right? We
Leave the
climbed to that
school on
once.
Friday.
That was the same thing. It wasn't really 2 stories, but it was as big as a 2-story building. To get
Can
on
I-
top, you'd have to once again climb up the drainage pipes.
Wait, James,
to get
I
up
want to
here.
apologize to you. Because
Yeah,
when
what?
I thought you said it's time, when you said, oh, to leave the school on Friday, it's this many points, I thought you were just messing up because you were talking about a school. No, it legitimately says leave the school on Friday.
Yeah, no, I know, yeah. I saw that.
And I thought
anyway.
you were just being dumb and said that on accident.
Wait, where is it?
It's right
It's
here.
right here. This red thing.
It says whatever to leave the school on Friday. Well, the next door is over here, and I just opened it. You're welcome.
Awesome. Anyway, what was I saying? We're gonna find the power for sure. What the fuck is this guy? So, the auditorium, right? In video class, our teacher would let us just leave and go film anywhere on campus, which is really cool. If it was really relaxed teacher, we would go. A lot of times we would. My group of friends, because we're like, we're really into like filmmaking, live action filmmaking, stuff like that. We would be done with our projects like a week or 2 before they were due because we were invested, we were good at what we did, it was fun. So a lot of times we would just leave the classroom and go dick around on campus because we had nothing else to do. Like we were done with our work for the class, so we're like, fuck it. We would go hang out in the auditorium sometimes, right? Now, we found... Oh, Pack-a-Punch.
Yeah, I haven't found Jug though. Has anybody found?
No, I haven't. Anyway, we found what was a hidden room in the auditorium, like actually hidden room, like not like this is insane. Okay, the fact that we found this was crazy. It like genuinely just fucking insane. So if you go to the back of the auditorium, like behind the curtain, behind the stage and all that, there's like all sorts of like rooms and stuff like that. But what we found one day was that there was a ladder going up somewhere. Like, oh, that's kind of weird. A ladder goes up. All that ladder really led to, or at first we thought, was a bunch of electrical equipment, like a bunch of like random electrical shit that powered all the stuff in the auditorium, I guess. And we kept we walked past that, and it took us on top of one of the dressing rooms, overlooking the stage, pretty much, or overlooking behind the stage. And we're like, oh, that's kind of cool. And we were on that, and then hidden off to the side, like genuinely hidden. It was kind of creepy, like how it was that hidden. Was a very thin, small wooden staircase that you actually had to duck under stuff to climb up. And we're like, wait, what the fuck is this doing here? So we follow that, right? And now we're like up in the ceiling, up like by the vents, like we're at the top of the ceiling, and we're like up by some vents and stuff like that. And we thought at first it was a dead end, but then we looked down and we saw you could duck under some stuff and crawl under some of the vents. It was like a wooden pathway, like a long wooden plank, and it was a pathway. So we do that, and we open, and it comes to this door, this fucking door. This like in the middle of nowhere, hidden door. And we open it up, and you know like how an attic looks like? You know, you got the scaffolding, you got a lot of insulation, stuff like that. It was basically that room. Just like... But the thing that was weird about it was like, it was so... like, to get to it was so much work. Like, when you really look at it, like, so much work to get to basically what is just an attic. It's just a hidden attic room. So we would go up there, and we would hang out a lot, because there's just like this hidden area, this hidden room, we can just fucking chill, stuff like that. And then we broke in at night one time. It was really cool. We went up there and we just hung out. We drank, you know, soda and ate some snacks. Because we were kids, we didn't have alcohol. Unfortunately, we did do something with alcohol one time. It was a whole thing, but I'll get into that.
Get into it.
And Nick and two other people. I wasn't a part of this. I would have been had I not gone home that day. After school, decided to go hang out in that room, right? They get up there, and it's got specific spots you can walk on, because, you know, like, in an attic, you have, like, the spots that if you step on, you're gonna fucking fall through the ceiling because there's no beams there or whatever.
Yeah.
Nick, specifically, he slips, and his foot hits the ceiling, and it collapses. Not all the way, but, like, there's now this giant hole in the ceiling in the auditorium, right? Very visible from the main room. And, they decide, oh, fuck, we gotta get out of here, we gotta leave. As they're leaving the hiding spot, they're going down the ladder. A janitor sees them and he says, "Hey, what are you doing?" And then Nick runs back. He sprints back up the ladder, and him and the two other people, they're like, "Oh fuck, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do?" So they decide to try and sneak back down. The two other people go first and they get away, but Nick gets caught. And then for some reason, Nick is already caught. He's gonna get punished no matter what. Like, it is what it is. The other two idiots go back and confess.
What?
Bruh.
Fucking idiots, I swear to God. But they didn't have to pay. They almost had to pay for to fix it. They didn't. But they didn't have detention and had to, like, move furniture for the school.
Cool.
Dude, imagine getting away with something and going back and confessing.
I
Yeah,
know.
so I
What the
did rob
fuck?
that bank, but like,
I feel like
Damn,
Ryan
yeah.
has told this
I
story
feel sorry.
before.
Probably. I mean, you guys know the toilet fire story already, right?
I don't think
No.
so.
I never heard of
Is
it.
this just gonna become story time with James?
Yeah.
Story time with James. Okay, I went down. Please help me.
Yeah, just give me a second.
I'll call to you guys. So basically, you all know Adam.
Yes.
He and I got up to a lot of shenanigans in high school. A lot of shenanigans. More than I'd like to admit. Actually, I'll admit to all of it because I'm proud of pretty much all of it, except for this. This is the only thing I did in high school I'm not proud of, or that I regret. He and I, one day, we were just talking. It was just fucking around. And we thought to ourselves, don't ask why we thought this. We just did. We thought, dude, we should light a toilet on fire. Like, we thought it'd be funny for some reason. For life of me, I can't remember why we thought this. I don't remember what led up to it or whatever. But,
Yeah,
Oh wait, this gun is called Friday Nights After School. I just realized. That's funny.
What is the gun?
I don't know. I don't know what it's actually called. It's whatever it is. But anyway,
It's pack a
before,
punch?
yeah, it's pack-a-punched.
Okay.
This is I have the pack-a-punch.
That's all
Anyway,
I
we
needed to know.
we're joking. We weren't serious. We weren't actually gonna do it. It was like nothing we were really considering. But for some reason, unexplainably, the next day at school, he had the stuff to do it. He had the stuff to do it, and he brought it with him. And I'm like, he had the lighter fluid, and we had a lighter, and we decided we're gonna light a toilet on fire. But the concept was a fire whirlpool in the toilet, like in a toilet bowl. Not actually cover a whole toilet in lighter fluid, but like pour lighter fluid into the toilet bowl and then flush it and see a fire whirlpool after we light it. So you know what I'm saying, right? Like pour the lighter fluid in, light it on fire, and then flush it. For some reason, we thought it would be a good idea to do it at school for no reason. We just chose the school. I don't know why we chose school. We could have done it anywhere. It could have been at home, but we thought school was a good place to do it for some fucking reason. So we go to the main building, the downstairs boys' bathroom. There was a boys and girls bathroom upstairs and downstairs, one on each floor. And we did it. It was cool. It was whatever. We did it. We poured the lighter fluid in. We lit a piece of toilet paper on fire, threw it in, and then we saw the fire. It was really cool. We flushed it, made it cool. It was really cool, honestly. Like, it was a little fire whirlpool. And we thought, this is really cool. We should show our friends. We got away with it, mind you. We completely got away with it the first time. There was no permanent damage, only like some black ash or whatever that wiped off really easily. We found that out later. We didn't know at the time. But, I'm going to pack a punch real quick in a second. Once it's cleared.
I would love to actually be getting points, but two people keep taking all the kills.
Then just fucking pick a spot and watch it. Like, I have to cover 2 spots because people are just leaving them open.
Oh,
I'm just covering everything. Yeah, I'm going back and forth trying to just cover the outside. But we decided we're gonna show our friends. So we go to the math building, right? It's like the math building, math and history building. I forget whatever. And we were like, we're gonna show them here for some reason. We go to a different bathroom, and we showed like 3 people, 3 of our friends, and we flushed the toilet the first time, and it didn't like the fire didn't go out like the first time we did it. So we're gonna flush it again. But before we could do that, our 3 idiot friends run out of the bathroom, kind of like yelling, like freaking out for some fucking reason. Like they're very, it was kind of sad and pathetic. Yeah. But so Adam, I said that we flushed it again. It was no big problem, and it would have been no big problem. But you want to know how we got caught? The 3 fucking morons that went out of the bathroom kind of yelling and panicking, a teacher saw them do that. So when the toilets were found with ash marks on them, and like, okay, someone fucking vandalized this toilet, what the fuck? The teacher remembered, oh, those 3 kids were running out of the bathroom earlier. I wonder if they had something to do with it. And then they called those 3 kids down, or 2 of them, and they snitched.
Wow, how dare they?
If they would just kept their cool for 5 seconds. But yeah, Adam and I lit 2 toilets on fire. It was pretty awesome, realistically, but it was a terrible idea. I took most of the blame for some reason. I did. It ended up being me who took the major fall, so I was suspended for like 2 months. He was suspended for a couple weeks, but that was really it. We had to go before the disciplinary committee for the school, and it was a whole thing. We should have gone to jail. We should have been expelled and arrested, honestly. We should have. That was arson. But we got very lucky.
I almost got sent to jail.
What'd you go to jail for? Almost go to jail for?
Ditching school and then robbing 2 stores.
You hardened criminal.
I never heard this.
Me neither.
This was back in elementary school. Yeah, Josh knows about it.
Elementary?
Wait, what?
He was pulling
Yeah, dude was a thug in elementary school.
What do you mean you explain robbed?
Literally.
Did you just like take a candy bar or like?
We didn't rob money. We just took like some shit.
Oh, okay. You made it sound like you held them up at
robbery.
gunpoint or something. I'm like,
oh no, no,
theft, not robbery.
We robbed them. That's still robbing. You're stealing.
Usually robbery, you
rob
make
somebody,
it known that
implies,
you're
like,
no.
Okay,
Yeah.
we stole from 2 grocery stores.
That's a
That
better
makes
term.
that makes a lot more sense. You threw me for a loop there for a second. I'm like, there's no way Jason
We
robbed
thought
the
you were
place.
just, like,
We
straight
stole
up.
like probably like $5, maybe $5 or $10 worth of goods.
Oh my
in
god, you
total.
criminal! Dude, you should be locked up for life. The fuck?
Hardened thug.
I don't remember exactly what we stole, but I know we stole some gum, some band-aids because I had slipped and
Jesus,
fell.
Jason, with this knowledge, I don't know if I can still be your friend anymore.
We also stole some toys, and I think that was about it. So we probably, like I said, like $5 to $10 maybe.
Man.
And we stole
I have to
from
reevaluate my life now.
what used to be Albertsons that is now Lucky's. That's and CVS or not CVS, Walgreens. That's what it's called. I ran out of ammo.
You hardened criminal. You could have said that before you walked away from your spot and let zombies come up here. You could say, "Oh, I'm leaving the spot that I'm camping, so that way you know I can."
I'll just buy the Lewis gun, so then I can just buy
Yeah,
more
I bought that.
ammo.
It's called a dinner plate when you upgrade it.
Yeah.
But it's
But
not
anyway,
even the dinner plate. The dinner plate is an actual gun, and it's not this.
What,
Upgrade it. It's a dinner plate.
isn't
Yes.
that- What do you mean?
The Lewis, if you upgrade, it's called a dinner plate. What are you talking about?
There's no gun called the dinner plate. There's a gun called like the DP something, and people
when it was
just call
all-
it the dinner plate.
Yeah, the military nicknamed it the dinner plate. I mean, its official name isn't the dinner plate, but its nickname is. And it's not this gun.
Nicknamed the dinner plate because it has the same fucking dinner plate sized mag on the top.
Yeah. More light.
You leave it out in the sun for a while.
Another funny story. This action is actually really funny. Adam and I used to ditch a lot, just like randomly, just be like, okay, we're kind of done, let's go home. I remember one time. This part of the story was with Fritz. We GTA 5 had come out that day, and our principal over the intercom made an announcement: GTA 5 is not an excuse to not come to school. So naturally, Fritz and I left school and went to my house to play GTA 5 that day. We left during lunch, didn't go back. So my sister had come home early that day. She was living at home still or whatever. She graduated, but she was living at home, or living with us at the time. And she'd come home, I guess. And she saw us, and she was like, "What are you doing home?" Like, and we're like, "Oh, it's a half day." But Adam and I ditched a lot, right? It's a half day, no big deal. That's why we're home playing video games. But Adam and I, we would ditch a lot. We'd only got caught a couple times for pretty stupid reasons, really, not really in our control. But one time we both got caught, and we were told we would have Saturday school, but our principal didn't want to give it to us on the same day. He wanted to give it to us separate Saturdays. So they gave him his Saturday school date, and they said, "You'll get yours later," and then they forgot to give it to me.
Wow.
So he got Saturday school, and I got to get away with it. It was great.
Yeah, when I ditched like 3 days in a row and then stole with this girl who was in my class, I ended
with
up
the babe too? Oh, Jason, you play.
I ended up getting grounded.
Dude, I'm telling
for-
you, like, he just got all the chicks after he stole some candy bars when he was in elementary.
Well, she's the one who
Dude.
convinced me to do it.
Life of crime.
Oh, you did it for some pussy, dude? Respect.
I was in elementary school. Do you really think I did it for pussy?
Yes.
Right, I do fucking respect,
I was
bro.
in second
Respect.
grade, I think. I think I was in second grade.
Dude, I had seen like 12 pussies by the second grade. Come on.
God,
Bragging
even-
like a fucking sixth grader. Psh, I've had sex 100 times already.
Well, I guess I'm just gonna save up for the end game.
I mean, there's nothing else really to do except for that.
I think I bought all the perks. I bought stamina up. Like, I really need that.
But yeah, they gave him Saturday school, and they just forgot to give it to me. It was incredible. After the fire incident, though, I was grounded for like fucking 3 or 4 months. But you know what the best part is? You know what it would have been worse, right? You know what the best part was? My dad was deployed at the time, and when they asked me why I did it, I really wasn't saying anything because I was just really quiet. I'm like, I'm in so much trouble. And Mr. Whitney said, "Is it because your dad's been deployed?" And I'm thinking to myself, yes, yeah, that is it. Yep, Mr. Whitney, that's exactly why I did it. My dad's deployed, and I'm really upset about it. And I did it for attention, so I was able to like pin it on something rather than just being a complete fucking idiot. Mr. Whitney was the best principal ever. I swear. I know I got in trouble a lot, but he really liked me. It was weird.
Maybe he
And
knew deep
anytime
down
something-
you were a good kid.
He did, yeah. Anytime something happened on the cafeteria roof, he knew it was probably me, and he was really chill about it. My this is great. So, I was moving for my weight on my senior year. Like my dad got stationed back to the U.S. So we're gonna be leaving England. I'll do my senior year at some fucking bullshit school in South Carolina, and it was a dumb school. I hated that school so much. It had like 4,000 kids, and I hated it. It was so big. But I wanted to get my class ring from my school overseas, right? Because I'd gone there for 3 years and the beginning of my senior year. And one of the last things I did before leaving, like one of my last days of school there, Nick and I, for some reason, we thought this was funny, and it was to us. We put cones on each corner of the cafeteria roof, just like really large, like construction cones. Again, we don't know why we did it, which is really funny. And everyone knew it was us. It was just stupid. And I go to Mr. Whitney and I'm asking him, can I get my class ring here and have it shipped to my address in the States, because I really want to get my class ring from this school. And he was talking about, like, yeah, of course we can do this. Like, do you want, what are you going to get on the side of it? Because, you know, you can get different things on the side of your ring or whatever, you know, for like different things. Maybe you want a football on the side of your ring, like engraved on the side. And he was talking about like what I was going to get. And he's like, do you want to get cones on the side of it? I'm like, Mr. Whitney, you know, don't you? He's like, yeah, I know, but you can't prove it, can you? No, I can't. It was great. Love that guy. Great guy.
Max ammo.
You see, if you harass someone enough... Sorry.
Well, I also noticed that in this game, it's not the newer max ammo, where it automatically...
Bullying people works. Sonic the Hedgehog movie is proof.
Wait, what? Bullying people? It does. Dude, I love... Dude, that movie was great.
Yeah. In case no one knows what Josh is talking about. I have to reload.
You waited too long.
Yeah, well, I thought I could reload fast. Okay, I'm reloading all my guns right now, so it's gonna be a second before I start shooting again. Because I have 2 LMGs, and they both, even with Speed Cola, take a while to reload. Anyways, so he's talking about the Sonic movie, how the original design for Sonic was awful, and then everybody bullied the company for it. I don't know if I'd say bully, but everybody just basically said that his design was so awful, and then they listened to the fans and changed it.
They completely redid all those scenes. It cost them thousands of dollars to redesign them for the whole movie. Because they had pretty much finished the movie when they released the trailer with the shitty design. So, when they realized people fucking hated it, they're like, fuck, we gotta change it. So they paid, I forget the exact amount, but it was a lot of money to redesign it.
Hey, but, you know, it was probably worth it in the end, because now a lot of people like that movie. It did really well.
It was really funny. I enjoyed it a lot.
I'm probably gonna watch the second one.
Well, the story is bullying works.
It does. Which is why we should bully gay people into being straight.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't...
Look, if people can't tell that that's a joke, they can go fuck off. Like, I don't care.
You're right. But at the same time...
I can't believe James said that! Oh my god, cancel him! Cancel him from what?
Can I just give somebody my points so we can be done?
Yeah, for real. I don't want to sit through this for another, like, 5 rounds trying to fucking...
Well, we'll probably...
Oh, yeah, that is the problem. Usually viable endings are so expensive that it just becomes like 10 rounds of grinding points just to have enough.
That's why I haven't bought anything now that I got all the perks. I haven't pack-a-punched any of my guns. I mean, we're all pretty close, honestly.
We're halfway. That's
like that's the worst thing, is if you're all getting like an equal amount of points instead of one person getting like all of the points.
Alright, let's go into a room where we can back up into a corner, right? Like, go to the power room, and then Jason, kill all the zombies.
I'm not the closest, though.
Fine, I'll do it.
And I also don't have pack-a-punched guns. Here, I'll just sit out there. You guys can sit in there, and we'll see how it goes.
Why? Why don't we just all sit in the same room, and then I'll just get all the kills, and then by the time, like, in a round, I'll have enough money. Just be ready to cover me if I have to reload. Reloading. I'm good. Go get the double point. Someone go get it.
Okay. Where is it?
To the left,
on the
where we were
stage.
camping.
Oh. I might go down.
Goodbye, Jason.
Yeah, do
was
it. Go
nice
down
knowing
so
you.
he can revive you and get points.
Alright, you're clear to back into the room. Oh. Oh, you got turned. Nice.
It's okay. I'll be safe. I'm fine. Too good. I put way too many hours into zombies to just die like that.
I used to be pro at zombies.
Yeah,
Black
I
Ops
used.
1 and 2 at least.
Yeah, I used
And then
to.
the new one, which is also just baby mode. You're defeating the purpose of me getting all the points, my friend.
I have an
Funny
itchy
topic.
string. I have an itchy trigger finger. It must be scratched.
Josh, I'll give you 20 V-Bucks to break his trigger finger.
Okay, say less.
Well, I just hear Josh walk over to his computer, break his finger, Jason screams.
Ah! Yeah, what did I, oh yeah, so for stealing and whatever, I got grounded for like, and suspended for like 2 months, or like, I think my parents tell me it was just a week, or 2 weeks. Oh, I got suspended for 2 weeks, and my parents said they only grounded me for 2 weeks, but because I kept coming out of my room, it ended up being like 2 months.
My parents, when they grounded me, they would take the, they would ask me to give them the wire to like my 360. Like, go get the wire for your 360, you're grounded, right? But they were not savvy enough to know what wire was what, so I would give them the wrong wire.
How hilarious.
My mom was smarter than that and just had us give her our controllers.
That's not even that
Parents are
smart
dumb,
because
bro.
then you just get controllers from somebody. Which we did at one point. We would just go across the street and get our friend to give us his extra controllers.
I don't have enough. What was it, 68,000 or something like that?
Yeah, something like
Let
that.
me go check. Move out of the way and I'll go check.
The real smart thing to do if you're the parent is you just say, okay, give me your Xbox.
Yeah, I would take the console.
I think she did that sometimes too. No, you have enough. You're there.
She eventually did that, but at first she started off, you just like take the controllers.
Was that the bite of 87?
Haha, so funny. Bite of 87 reference.
I don't
Hey,
get
the SVT turns into the cheeseburger. It's because it's from Markiplier. Markiplier's like, that's the bite of 87?
I got more kills than Jason.
Because we let you get all the kills at the end there.
I don't believe you.
I had
My
almost the
video's not
same
going to
number
show
of...
that.
I don't know, man.
I'm
You
gonna
seem
edit
like
my
you're
video should
trying
be-
pretty hard to knowledge James.
I was
You did
not,
seem like you were trying not to.
I wasn't even trying that hard.
Gee.
Like, if I really wanted to, I would have tried harder, and I wouldn't have stayed in that back room with you guys.
Jason, the thing is though, Jason, your video may be fully like full length and show the truth, but I'm gonna edit mine down, and it's gonna be how I want it to look, so I can make it appear like I got all the kills legitly, without there being some sort of former arrangement.
Sure, okay.
The power of editing.
We should do their bunker map.
The bunker.
yeah.
Sure, yeah, I guess.
So, that was FNAF. I don't know if anybody else noticed it, but the Living Tombstone's second FNAF song was playing on the radio.
I did not notice it.
Volume's down too low.
Yeah, it's the, So Long, I think is what the name of the song is called. It's been
So long, this dick is so long.
No.
Hey.
Oh!
The song goes, it's been so long since I've lost my son to the monster, to the man behind the slaughter. Oh, it's the man behind the slaughter. I don't remember what the song is called.
In the
It's by the Living Tombstone, though.
Doesn't even matter.
But yeah, that was definitely Five Nights at Freddy's, and not James's podcast where he talks about his life.
Bruh. Wait till I dig into the Marine stories.
Oh, please do.
The time of the time I had sex with the stripper.
No.
I'm good. Okay.
Wait, I wanna know.
That's the end of the video. Bye.